How's it? Welcome back to the channel. So I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately, which is why I haven't been keeping up with my steady flow of content here as of late. But the time's kicking right now, so I feel decent. So I figured I'd shoot a really quick video on an easy topic that I can do in basically like one or two passes, right? So that topic being one of my favorite topics, of course, hypnagogia, but specifically about the best state to be in to access your hypnagogia lucidly, and then also some about tinnitus or tinnitus. Although I believe the correct pronunciation is actually tinnitus, but nonetheless, it's where you hear like ringing in your ears, right? Which I have. How you can use that to help influence and build out your hypnagogic dream or liminal dream experiences. Before getting into that, though, just to cover it really quickly in case you haven't seen all my many other videos about the topic. What is hypnagogia? Basically, stage one of sleep stuff where mental thoughts and images get a lot more vivid, and you always pass through stage one of sleep as you're falling asleep. And then because you start off, of course, consciously aware when you're first lying down in bed, all you got to do is maintain that conscious awareness down until these hypnagogic images start to come. And then once they do, you can also, and this is something that not many people talk about, like I think I'm one of the very few, but you can also learn to influence and control these hypnagogic liminal dreams, and then the same mental muscles and a lot of the techniques you're using in that space transfer directly over to lucid dream control and stuff like that too. So my general go-to way to control my hypnagogic imagery is, once you get the full-on images or even a little bit past it, they'll start to be like, short, like moving, like movies, basically. Once you get to that point, because it could start off being just like a soft diffuse light or a flash of light or like a starry night sky scene, but eventually full-on images and, almost like movie reels will pop up. Once you get to that, and also when they first start to pop up, a lot of times they're really short-lived, like they're not long and stable, right, in the beginning when they first start coming. So when that's happening, because they're so short-lived, you can use that to your advantage and start seeding expectations of where you want to take this liminal dream experience, and then see if the next image that pops up is more closely aligned to the direction you want to take it. You keep doing that a few times. You let these images that are hopefully popping up more down the angle that you want to take it start to pop up more. You can let that sink your intention in deeper and then help you get, eventually to the liminal dream scene that you want to go ahead and get to. Another good way to control it as well, too, is when you do get these more kind of longer, more stable lasting hypnagogic images or short movie scenes, you can scan the environment to look for places in the environment that are more closely linked to the direction you're trying to take it, and then focusing on those points, use that that confirmation of the way you want to take it to set your intentions deeper and then to build it out further that way. The same technique also works great for lucid dreaming as well, right? You're in whatever random dream scene, look around the environment, find stuff in there that's more towards your liking, and then start going down that path and start to shape your lucid dream, the way you want it. But anyway, kind of a long ramble there, but what's the best state to be in when trying to get to the hypnagogic state lucidly aware? So really, first, this worked really great for me last night, which is what got me thinking about it, is you basically want to be as comfortable as you possibly can. And also helps a lot to be tired, but to still have your mind be sharp. Maybe not so much active, but you want your mind to be sharp, and can also help to be like in a more positive, good mood as well. But when it comes to the whole comfortable front, right, how do you do that? Well, we just recently did all our bedding and our sheets and all of that, so the bed was super clean, so it was super comfortable. The temperatures been good as of late too, so I was really comfortable with that. It also helps a lot too to be clean yourself. At least I really like that, so I like to take a shower directly before getting into bed. And then you also want it to be quiet, right? So if it is loud, you can go ahead and use earplugs, which is going to bring me to the whole tinnitus thing here in a second. But those would really be the main things, right? A comfortable bed, preferably a clean bed. Clean yourself too, so go take a shower before bed. Have it be a nice, comfortable temperature. And then you also want it to be set up. That's why when I did like my 8-pillow video that I made a week or so ago, that's basically all just body mechanic related. So when I get into bed, I can just plop myself there, not move. No, I won't get too uncomfortable, and just stay totally still, so I can go ahead and get to stage one of sleep as fast as possible. Start playing around in these, in these liminal dreams. Plus, the other cool thing about it is because it's so easy to get to this state once you kind of establish how to do it, it's a good way to kind of pass the time as well. So, because I was tired last night, but my mind was kind of active, so I wasn't falling asleep quickly. Falling, like, I guess, past stage one of sleep quickly. So I just stayed in stage one and played around in there for a good hour plus before eventually I did lose my consciousness, totally fall asleep, and then, wasn't lucid last night or anything, but I was lucid through the, liminal hypnagogic state for a good long while. But anyway, when it comes to the whole tinnitus thing, that's basically where you hear like that ringing sound in your ears. And for me, it only happens when it's really quiet. But, some people can have it so bad to where they hear it like, in the middle of the day, with in the middle of a conversation, they hear that loud ringing in his ears, which Sounds like that would suck. But for me, it's only when it's really quiet. Plus, you know, because I am a very light sleeper, I've really fallen in love with wearing earplugs when I go to sleep. But when I wear earplugs, you know, I don't have that background fan noise or something kind of drowning out my tinnitus. The tinnitus is really extremely noticeable if I, you know, try to pay attention to it, right? But typically it doesn't even really bother me anymore. But one of the good things about having it and how you can help use that to control your hypnagogia and progress it deeper is because you have this background sound. You can use that sound to line up and link to your hypnagogic dream. And then I really, at least for me, very often, it really deepens the hypnagogic dream experience. So instead of it just being visual, now it's audible. So what I like to do with the tinnitus sound is you got to listen to it in a way where it kind of sounds like it's wavy. It's not just one steady beep. It's kind of got like a slight wave or change to it. Then you can use those changes to start, you know, implementing sound into the hypnagogic scene. But another way that works really good is just kind of linking up to a song. So I don't pick the song on purpose, but as I'm in there, sometimes a song will just kind of pop into my head, and then I'll line that up with the tinnitus sound, and then it just, you know, then I can hear it. And then it really does a great job at pulling me deeper into the stage 1 of sleep, liminal dream stuff. Anyway, I think that about covers it. Oh, and I should also add that you can do the whole sound thing to build up your hypnagogia with stuff besides tinnitus. So like I used to do it with background fan noise, and it worked basically the same way. Yeah, until the next video, keep the hypnagogia practice legit.